Welcome to How to Love Yourself, Part 3. I'm Eve. Today we're going to be looking at how to receive our own gifts, how to receive the benefits of our own medicine, instead of giving it all away and then wondering why we feel depleted or waiting for someone else or some external circumstance to give us the love and the feelings that we most long for. So a pattern I noticed in myself is I would spend a lot of energy and time making other people feel good about themselves. So if I noticed that someone felt insecure or envious or left out, then I would focus my attention on them to make sure that I could, comfort them, that they would feel included, that they would feel seen. And this felt good to me. And it sort of touched that part of me from when I was young that felt so unseen. It's like I wanted to make sure no one else ever felt that way around me. The problem is that I spent so much time and energy doing that while I actually still felt unseen. So while I am focusing my attention on others, there was a part of me that's feeling left out, that is feeling uncared for. And then that becomes a shadow aspect, right? It's like that it's like a hole that isn't being filled. And then I'm giving other people attention because I think I want to, but then there's another element that it's like I'm giving the attention hoping that I get it, right? How many times do we offer things to others that secretly we actually just want to receive? And then we keep giving, hoping that someone's gonna notice this. And it's like, if I give enough, one day someone's gonna give back to me, right? Someone's gonna notice, someone's gonna appreciate me because of how loving and giving I've been, how much I've sacrificed. And God or my partner or my community, is just going to shower me with the blessings that I deserve. Like I said before, that miracle that you're waiting for, the miracle is you. So learning how to love yourself is noticing the ways that you give to others when actually it is your time to receive. So it doesn't mean that we don't give or support others, but it's about filling your cup first, or at least at the same time. So when I noticed this pattern of how much I try to make sure other people feel seen, it was like, wait a second, what about the ways that I am not acknowledging and seeing myself? I would focus on how other people felt, if another person felt uncomfortable around me or was in a bad mood, I would focus on how to make them feel better. And before I paid any attention to the fact that, it actually hurts my feelings if someone is, not kind because they're in a bad mood. And, or it hurts my feelings if someone is jealous of me and then they sort of project onto me or act cold, or catty. That hurts my feelings. And so instead of attending to that first, I would try to make the other people change the way they felt, so then they can feel comfortable and then I can feel more comfortable. And it's like much more effective, easier, and healing for everyone involved to redirect that attention. And just as soon as I notice that pattern of I'm trying to like give to other people or, help or save other people. It's like to redirect that attention to what part of me is feeling like something needs to change to feel okay. And instead of changing the other people, to ask myself what I need and then to give it to myself, because I am masterful at helping people feel seen and giving them permission to be themselves and reminding them that they're perfect the way they are and their life is in perfect divine timing. So if I'm masterful at giving that to other people, I can definitely give that to myself, right? As long as I remember to do so. And as long as I remember that I'm worthy of that. And in fact, if I really care about the world and wanting the people around me to feel better, I have to do that. Because no matter what I give to other people, if it's really actually coming from this shadow place of like, I don't feel filled up, I feel uncomfortable, and so in order to, make myself feel better, then I'm going to like, act loving or give other people attention when really I'm starving for attention. Make other people feel like they belong, even though I actually feel really left out and abandoned. Like, again, then I'm only actually perpetuating that energy of scarcity and lack and feeling unloved, no matter what it might look like on the outside. Right? So I might make someone else feel temporarily better by like, soothing their ego or giving them a compliment or whatever it is. But the energy underneath, the unseen, unspoken energy of, I'm actually doing this because I want you to like me, or, I want something back later or whatever, that is ultimately not healing. And it perpetuates these patterns, right? It's actually manipulation, which is not love. And it's not truth. It's not honest. So I'm going to share with you a poem called Self-Acceptance. And I invite you to just take a few breaths and try to drop into your body when you are listening.
I'm striking. I attract attention because I'm unusual. When I was young, that difference was my skin, my Korean, and it hurt me to be set apart. It was a violent blow to this tender child's ego. Tender and striking, I am extreme, and in my family, this meant something was wrong with me. Because I wasn't stoic the way a good girl should be. I was too dramatic and hard to keep quiet. But I'm a sounding, like a clock striking. I mark time with a bell or a blow, like hitting a key to sound a particular note. Because music is made of varying frequencies. That's why piano's got so many keys. Its beauty can't be expressed through just middle C. My boyfriends used to ask me, why are you so angry? And they would shush me and tell me to chill out, which never fucking works, by the way. I am the friction that creates fires. I'm not meant to be watered down or struck dumb by a reprimand from some son who didn't receive enough love. If you ignite me, my warmth could feed your entire family. I could heal all your affliction and mental misery with pure electricity. But don't come to me for comfort unless you are ready to be naked and whole, because I will see you. And clear as lightning, I will burn away the covering of all the lies you've been sheltering. I am a fisher of men, and not their attention or their bodies, but their devotion, because that is what it will take to save this world. I'm like the last unicorn. I'm here to show that it's still safe to be a creature of beauty in this world, even in this world where the false try to drown the pure and true. I stand in my majesty. I stand for what is worthy of reverence and honor and protection. That which, even if it doesn't receive any of these, will always be free. And I'll give everything for this. I'll use my voice. I'll throw every pitch. And it's okay that most of them will strike out, that most won't even hear me, because it only takes one. Just one to strike the home run that will change the course of the entire game. And I don't need to fight or win. I conquer through transparency. Like, for all those who say, why are you so serious? And why do you have to be so intense? Well, because sometimes you have to stumble in the dark and sink deep underground in order to find gold. And you know what? I'm rich. I'm smart, and I'm gorgeous. I'm healthy. I'm courageous, and I have mad style. And I could live happily naked in a hut. I am connected and unique and independent. I'm creative and always changing, and I'm loving. And doesn't everyone want these things? So why is it so hard to say what's true and good when sharing what's ugly about me is so easy? Why do we condemn each other for the gifts that we've been given? When I was 12, I had a party, and these kids came to my house and said, "You live in a mansion, you're rich." Like there was something wrong or bad about it. And they said, "Your parents own a store, so that means you're spoiled." My parents bought that house when they were 40. They were the youngest couple living in the biggest house in this country club community, and the only minority. They came here to the States with $200 and no one to help them. And yes, I am fucking proud of them. And I hate that people assume they know anything about their story, or mine. Which is why I've been trying to prove my entire life why and how I'm more than just a princess or a nerd or a partier or a girl. I am striking. And if that makes you feel jealous or intimidated or small, then you're welcome. Because I am done trying to fit in. I'm going to strike out on my own. I'm going to stop swimming upstream. You know, to strike actually means to flow. So I will root and be still. Surrender to who I am and be noticeable. And by that I mean strikingly beautiful.
So for the next few days, or until the next video, which I don't know when I'm going to create yet, I invite you to notice when you are giving the gift of your attention and your talents to others, and how you can begin to give more of that attention to yourself.